It's the second night of quarterfinal action at the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground. Good evening, everyone. You are on M&ETV, and we have two more knockout games to decide on the final two semifinals of this year tournament. And tonight we begin, it's an unusual start, and we begin with a pair of teams vying to meet the two teams that won last night, Beaulieu Avenue and Delamere Avenue. Both of them went through 1-0 winners. We have tonight in the first game, Montague 1 taking on Dinsley Village. Dinsley Village comes into this game undefeated. And in the second game, we have to look forward to just upon the conclusion of this game, Dinsley Avenue is going to be taking on defending champions CANEFARM 2. So as we see, we are just getting ready to begin in the orange strips. Defending the goal to the left of your screen is Montague 1, and Dinsley Village, they are defending the goal on the right of your screen. And that's it. And at the beginning, we see Mark Francois just trying his hand at a shot, just going high and wide. Goes for a goal kick for Montague. Montague playing that ball in the middle of the park and trying to see if they could seize the advantage. Issa Devines already showing his displeasure with an accurate pass, but here comes Dinsley trying to play that ball forward. They play it way too far forward, and see that ball coming off Montague, and here Mark Francois trying to weave his way into open space, but it's not happening. See Jahim Mitchell is playing that ball. Akil Jack rather. The ball goes high, and it remains in the enclosure. I didn't think it would. So we see an illegal throw there from Issa Devines. Steps on the line, and the throw goes to Disney Village. See Kishon Sicharan throwing it in. Won there by Jaden Powell, but it was put behind for a corner, a Dinsley corner, by Tristan Alexander. You see Dinsley still taking control of this game. A shot coming in from the left foot of Alexander. It skies it over everything, and it goes for a Montague goal kick. This ball has been spotted, played by Jaden Alexander. Played wide to Tristan Alexander. Trying to play that ball forward, and he does get it away. As we see Issa Devines being held, shielded off the ball. But here comes Jaden Powell for Dinsley, who pushes that ball forward. Trying to shoot that ball, and he is on target, but up to the task was Jaden Alexander, and the first real action of this game sparked by Jaden Alexander and the Dinsley Village team. The ball is just spooned out of play there by Dinsley on the near side, and so we see the first real attempt at goal coming from Jaden Powell. Dinsley Village played 5 games. They have 5 wins, hoping to make it 6, and they are hoping to actually make it 8. And 8 will win them this year's title. But in order to get to 8, they need to win a 6th game. You know, this is what they're trying to do tonight. See Issa Devines getting that ball. But still, another ball going a mile high in the air. This time it goes over the enclosure, and it's a corner. Or is it a throw-in? It is indeed a throw-in for Montague. Being thrown in by Harmony Monroe, who gets it back, plays it all the way back. Tried to play that ball forward was Alexander, and that ball was lost. And coming in and almost from Sicharan was saying to Francois that he should have shot that ball, but it was a fabulous attempt there by by Ciceran, who has been having such a fabulous tournament himself. And it's almost a miracle as Dinsley Village does not have the lead here in this game, but that ball has gone behind for a Montague corner, played in by Harmony Monroe, which was all the way across the field, and for a throw-in for Dinsley. So thrown in, controlled by Ciceran, who uncharacteristically just does not control that ball. It goes behind for another corner. You see Montague trying to mount something. The ball has been controlled by Montague. It's played in, but it was won by Ciceran, and a shot coming in again. And so far, it's 4 shots to nothing for the Dinsley team. The ball rolls over the line off the foot of Israel Monroe. Israel Monroe still that one, and Tristan Alexander puts that ball into touch. Throw in for the Dinsley team. It's allowed to run. Powell just plays that ball to Ciceran, and Ciceran holds it up and being bundled over. And a free kick awarded there to Ciceran, just on the far side, just near the touchline. You see Monroe just holding up the play there so that his teammates could find themselves in proper position. Ciceran may just shoot that ball, and he just chips it in. That ball played by Paris. Played forward. And they control the ball still, but Montague wins it back. The ball is played by Issa Devines. The ball comes off a Dinsley player. And it's a corner for the Montague team. They have won more of the corners in this game. As we see a hand to the ball, and the ball going in the direction of the Dinsley players. So you see Akil Jack is holding on to that ball and looking for some space. Shoots. It doesn't get much distance on it because it was charged down, but he does win it back. Plays it back to Powell. Jack gets it back. See, Bastien just puts that ball into touch. Mikel Bastien also could say that he's had a very satisfactory tournament so far, but Ciceran has that ball for Dinsley. Rolls it back to Jack. Jack just tried to get that ball over to Powell, and he does win it, but it was with a challenge. And we see in Devines having a little bit of a, if we could call it a chat with the assistant referee on this near side. The referee's not having any of it. We've seen some yellow cards. We even saw a red card last night, but we see Ciceran turns and finds the room, looking for the space. Powell just knocks it back for Ciceran, but just a little too strong for him. But we can see the initiative of the Dinsley Village team. They seem to be on a mission tonight in particular. Monroe trying to play that ball forward. He does play it forward, but met by Powell. But one back by the Montague team. One back by Ciceran. Ciceran looking for one of his teammates to at least give them the opportunity to find some room and for him to make himself available. It's a shot from him. A shot from Francois was always on the card there as long as he had the space. Just a little too high to trouble the Montague defenders, and again they give it away to Dinsley. This is get it to Jack, and Jack looking to knock that ball over to Powell, and Akil Jack just putting it wide of the post, kicking the ground in annoyance. He knows he could have done better, and in the early going in this first half, it's been all at Dinsley Village. So they look to win this ball. Again, they win that ball. Ciceran putting the ball on target, but again standing his ground is the Montague last defender, Jaden Alexander. Alexander has had a good game so far. Nothing has passed him, but he would love very much for his teammates to allow him a bit of a breather as that ball goes behind for a goal kick for Montague. See Monroe trying to send that ball forward. Gets it to Devines, and Devines trying to flick it on. And again, they send it forward into the Montague half. And if Dinsley wins a throw-in, see Powell just across the field to Cicheran, and Cicheran makes room for himself, plays it back, and try to get that ball forward, but to Alexander, he plays it behind, and it's a goal kick for Dinsley Village, who take it really quickly. Francois gets it, and almost gets it to Jack, and Jack wins it, and a shot one more time, and the volume of shots from the Dinsley Village team, it is also already amazing that they haven't scored. And here comes Powell one more time, trying to knock it through to Cicheran, who tries to get it back to Powell, but a Montague foot puts it into touch. This ball is played behind to Daniel Paris. Paris plays it back to the middle, and Jack try to get that ball to Cicheran, which was behind him. Goes for a Montague through. Ball is played into touch. And here they go again, and Cicheran trying to just get it from, and the ball handled there. And let's see what the referee has signaled to the spot. It is a penalty. Ball coming off the hand of Jaden Alexander, and we see the assistant referee spotting the ball in the center of the field for a penalty. We had one missed last night, and we had Akil Jack converting one in the group stage. It looks as though it's Jack one more time. Yes, Jack seems to be the player of choice for the Dinsley team. Just waiting on the signal from the referee. Here he goes, and he puts it away. Dinsley Village 1, Montague nothing. Another penalty puts the team in front. And this one comes after 11 minutes. Dinsley Village, a lot of the spectators at the Montague Recreation Ground tonight might very well be satisfied with the lead because they have had the better of the chances. And one of those chances created a penalty, which created the first goal in this game. You see Parrish trying to find the scorer, Akil Jack. Just couldn't get there. And Jack appreciates the effort. And ball given away again, and a very sloppy piece of defending there from the Montague players. See Harmony Monroe collecting that throw-in. See that ball going forward through David Caesar. And another shot coming in. One of those rare shots coming in from a Montague player, Israel Monroe. But here comes Dinsley one more time. Plays it to Cicheran and try to square that ball up. And the pace he was going at, it wouldn't be surprising if Cicheran would have converted that. He has that superior skill. He has shown it all tournament long. But it goes behind for a goal kick. And this ball goes dangerously close to equalizing. But it does go behind. And McConney just allows that ball to pass the Dinsley Village goal. This ball is played to Cicheran, and Cicheran trying to play that ball back. And here comes Caesar. Caesar for Montague, and almost getting the return pass there, trying to get that ball past McConney, but he didn't latch on to the end of that ball. The pass came across from Marlon. Many of the players on these teams, especially in these knockout rounds, are opting to just be known by a single name. And, the number 4 for Montague is just known as Marlon. This ball just comes off the head as he slips and falls. Mark Francois. Francois, who scored the last goal for Dinsley in their last group game. Give them a 1-0 lead. No, 1-0 win over Bolio Avenue. As we see another team in orange. Montague trying to play from behind. Dinsley, well skilled there, takedown there from Mark Francois. It's a very amply built individual and blessed with superior skill. He just plays it off to another very skillful player in Cicharan and trying to hold off that ball and trying to turn. He was tripped over and he's still on the ground, but slowly getting up. And here comes Montague through David Caesar. Caesar trying to win that ball, but Powell just runs him off. And Francois just trying to get that ball to Cicharan, but the ball comes off the feet of Tristan Alexander and goes for a throw-in for Dinsley Avenue. The ball comes to Powell, but Powell's cut off. Cicharan does pick it up and trying to see if he can square that ball, but the ball goes over everything. It's a little too ambitious, and I'm certain that that wasn't the intent. But it is a throw-in for the Montague team. Just less than 3 minutes remaining in this first half. See Harmony Monroe. As a matter of fact, less than 3 seconds as we hear the halftime whistle. And Dinsley Village, they lead 1-0 in this, the third quarterfinal of the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground. And we have some highlights from the first half. Shots coming in from different angles from the Dinsley players. You see Kishona Cicharan a little upset with himself there, coming in from shots coming in from Mark Alexander. Another shot from Akil Jack. And here's a penalty, which Jack just rolls in, hits the back of the net, and comes back out. You see just after that, a near miss from a long goal kick from the Montague team, but at the end of half number 1 in quarterfinal number 3, it's Dinsley Village 1, Montague nothing. You are on M&ETV. We will be back for the second half. So we're back for the second half of this game. You see Montague on the ball. They will be defending the goal to the right of your screens. And, see David Caesar just trying to force the initiative here, trying to get Montague back into this game. They trail 1-0, courtesy of a penalty from Akil Jack midway through the first half. That was way over everything. You see Dinsley Village has their full complement of players. Their main players on the field. And they are hoping to hold on and get their 6th win in a row in this tournament before the end of the night. They are vying to be in the semi-final of this year's Trincity Community Football Cup. And that ball was well stolen there by Francois. We see Powell collecting a pass there from Cicheran. Just wasn't controlled in the way that he wanted. But he does win a throw-in, which they take. And Powell trying to get that ball to Francois, just behind Francois, and a little too far in front of Cicheran. It goes for a throw-in for Montague. It was played into touch. See Donald Paris winning the throw-in there, and Francois takes that shot. Again, you see Dinsley, the initiative that they're taking and the attacking strategy that they employ, just having Montague constantly on the back foot. You see David Caesar not collecting that ball, and he's still off the field, and that could prove costly. Cicheran is shooting. Ball is off the structure of the post. And if they were not up 1-0, you definitely would say that Dinsley Village have been the more unlucky of the two teams. But here they are winning the ball. Cicheran again, that was played forward. Monroe getting that ball, and Monroe might, as we see Jack try to get that ball forward, it might very well be that Harmony Monroe may need to get more involved in the game if they need to get back. He plays, trying to play that ball forward. Again, loses it to Cicheran. Try to play it in the middle, but a little too behind Mark Francois. And it's really an uphill struggle. Even though it's 1 goal, it seems to be an uphill task for the Montague team. But they do win a free kick. It's been taken, looking to be taken by Monroe. Yes, Marlon in further forward. We have Alexander trying to play that shot, but charged down by Akil Jack. See Monroe trying to get that ball, looking for the return, but it's a little too rich. Return coming there from Malik Benjamin, but goes behind for a goal kick. Yeah, that ball played forward to Francois. Francois looking to turn to take one of those powerful shots, but he can't. And here comes Jack. Jack gets it all along the ground, just too wide. And the name of the game for the Dinsley Village team is shoot, and everything else will take care of itself. Sebastian holding on to that ball, just plays it wide. A nice turn there from Tristan Alexander, but could have been better if he had kept it in. Cicheran plays that ball back to Jaden Powell, looking to play that ball forward. It comes off Benjamin. It goes for a throw-in, which is taken by Paris for Dinsley Village. See Cicheran just playing that ball back, trying to get that ball to Powell. Powell plays it to Jack. Jack to Cicheran. Cicheran looking for the best pass, which is across the field to Francois. Powell, nice network of passing here, confusing the Montague players. Jack has it, plays it wide to Cicheran. Cicheran holds on to that ball, pushes it back to Powell. And Powell plays that ball forward to Jack, but just behind Jack. The final ball was not of the quality of the previous several passes. But here come again. This is a mistake from the Montague defense, and you can't make mistakes like that to Kishon Sicharan, and Sicharan puts that one away. It's a 2-0 lead in the 20th minute for the Dinsley Village team, and their fans are going crazy. As Montague hoping to seemingly home field advantage here at the Montague Recreation Ground, but their goal has been under siege, and the siege has been successful. So you see Bastian play that ball forward and could only go for a goal kick for Dinsley. That ball was a little too rich for Sicharan, which is, again, uncharacteristic of him. But here they come again. Here comes Alexander playing that ball, trying to play that ball forward, but it only succeeds in going for another goal kick for Dinsley. And it seems that every time a Dinsley Village player has that ball, it's to the danger of the Montague team. But Montague does have it now, and Devines trying to get that ball. And Devines in a bit of a tussle there with the we do apologize for that technical difficulty. We had some issues that was unforeseen. We're back to the football. As we could see, it's still 2-0 in favor of the Dinsley Village team. With just about 4 minutes remaining in this game. And here they go again. Mark Francois, just ball a little too fast for him. Montague trying to play that ball quickly, plays it forward to Harmony Monroe, and a shot comes in, comes off Jaden Powell, goes through. Monroe gets it back and he shoots it. Very nice shot, but it ricochets into the part of Francois. Francois gets that ball to Sicharan, and Sicharan wins it back from Devines, and it's maximum effort here, even with a 2-goal lead. See Issa Devines just try to intercept that ball and take a quick shot, but goes across the field for a throw-in. Donald Paris throws it in to Powell. Sicharan gets it to Powell, and Powell trying to get that ball to Francois, which is a little too far ahead of him. Goes for a Montague through. It's urgency multiplied by 10 for the Montague team. Just about 5 more minutes remaining in this game. See Issa Devines trying to get that ball forward, but nothing happening for them. And it's a throw-in for the team in the blue, Dinsley Village, they have dominated this game from start to finish in all possible ways. Dinsley just loses out there. Ball just rolls over the end line, goes for a goal kick. You see Abraham Thomas on the field. He also has another shot comes in. And that shot very well could have put things, if it hasn't already, put things away for good. Another throw in for the Dinsley Village team. Ball comes off another Montague player, yet another throw. Looking for the best possible play. So Benjamin plays that ball forward. Montague again not getting anything. They get it barely past the half line and it breaks down. Such as the prowess of the Dinsley Village team. Dinsley Village winning another throw in. As you see Nello Clark on the field. The ball is played to Powell. Clark just not getting it. But he does win a throw in. Throws it in to get that ball. But it's won by Montague. Montague tries to play that ball forward, but it wasn't happening for them. Here they go to play that ball forward again. It's Clark to get that ball, try to play that ball forward, but he rolls over the ball. That ball is played into the path of Caesar, and Caesar gets that shot, but kept out by McConney. As you see, the ball just coming off the Dinsley player again, but no real communication between the two Montague players. And that sums up the night that they've had. That ball is forward. Played into touch by Dinsley. Dinsley now just trying to play out the string as we hear the whistle from the assistant referee here on the near side. It's an illegal throw-in, stepping on the line. Powell plays that ball forward, but it's played out of play. Akil Blondell. Montague has it. Marlon takes a shot, comes off Powell. Montague continues to hold on to the possession. And still, Montague is just finding it very, very difficult to do anything at all. Keeping control of the ball, stringing passes together, and their shots are being rushed. See Blundell to play that ball forward, but just gets it off Marlon and wins a corner, gets it back. Amir Blundell just gets that ball forward, and here comes Devines. Devines trying to play that ball into the path of Caesar. Caesar gets it, rounds, and Devines trying a quick shot, but just couldn't get it done. Throw in there. See Blundell gets that ball. Plays it to Thomas. Thomas just plays it back to Blundell, and it's maybe one of the few times in this game where the network of passes for the Dinsley Village team not as sharp and as crisp. Only one, actually two, of their main players on the field. Kishon Sicharan is taking a breather, a well-deserved breather, as you might think. It's Jaden Powell and the man on the ball right now, Mark Francois. They are running the show, literally, not just for the Dinsley Village team, but for the entire game. As Dinsley puts that ball out for a goal kick for the Montague team, and Montague trying their best to see if they could mount some sort of attack to come back from 2 goals down. And they give it away again to Paris, and Paris finds Francois centers, and that was rolled in. Akil Blundell, Amir Blundell, 3 goals to nothing. And that's the end of the night for Montague 1. A 3-goal lead here with mere seconds remaining. And Dinsley Village are well on their way to an appearance in the semi-finals on Friday night. Montague just trying to play out the string, and there goes the final whistle. And the Dinsley Village faithful go up in an uproar as their team completes a 3-0 win over Montague 1 here in quarterfinal number 3 in the 2025 Trincity Community Football Cup. We will get ready for the final quarterfinal match between Dinsley Avenue and CANEFARM 2 in just a moment. Keep it right here on M&ETV. We'll prepare for some interviews from both teams. So we're here with the winner of the third quarterfinal match of the Trincity Community Football Cup. Tonight we have Kishon Sicharan and we have Amir Blundell, right? 2 goal scorers for the night. So far in the tournament, we'll start you, Kishon. So far in the tournament, you're one of the standout players in the tournament. You guys win 6 games in a row. Yeah, seems as though that you guys are on a mission. What's you feeling in the camp right now?
Very good. We won, taking it each game at a time. No pressure. Trying to bring on the youths to feel how it is to win and continue to help them to go.
So talking about the youths, making them feel like how it feels to win. Blundell, you scored the grand final goal, and it was just as good as any other goal that that was scored in the game, in the tournament. How did that feel? How did that winning, scoring that goal?
It was come on in 5 minutes, but it was a pleasure to win that game here tonight.
Um, as I say, young, they will continue to grow. Once a year, I will continue to help them, try to pass on experience and information that they need really. As I say, one game at a time, every game is a final.
So far, you guys have been undefeated. You guys have been playing exceptionally good football, and people seem to appreciate what you guys do. Is it anything? Clearly, you guys have a sort of a three-headed monster yourself, Jaden, and Mark, right? But is it that, well, Mark in the last game, that's basically how you guys play? Is there something special that you guys have in mind with those three players, or it's just that you guys just play with the requisite skill that you have?
That is a back chase thing from since 5 years old. We are accustomed to each other three aside against anybody. So the chemistry there from ever since. I don't think it have nobody to really break it in the sense that unless we play bad on the night. But other than that, that is a back chase thing. Uncle Ryan, big up yourself.
So you guys are ready for the semifinals?
Yeah, definitely.
You guys ready to see if you could actually make some noise to make it all the way to the final?
One game at a time. Every game is a final.
So okay, given that you're saying that, I want to ask a specific question. You guys so far haven't lost. I know it's going to be disappointing, but on a scale from 1 to 10, if it is you guys do not make it to the finals, how disappointing will that be for you guys?
Very disappointing. No cocky shit, but we think it have anybody to beat us unless we beat ourselves.
Kishon, Amir, good luck for the rest of the competition. Vince from the Montague team. He said it was obviously very disappointing to lose this game, being knocked out. Especially anything in particular that you guys had planned to do that just didn't pan out tonight?
Well, last minute, a couple of our players couldn't make it, and some of the players came late. So he said that he wanted to fill today to try and come out and get Dinsley a fight. We didn't really have the strength.
So we're just a few minutes away from the final quarter-final game. It's going to be contested between Dinsley Avenue and CANEFARM 2. The winner of this game will have to face a tough challenger in Dinsley Village. Seemed to be on a mission, who just trounced Montague, won by 3-0. And that game is going to be taking place on a Friday, Good Friday. It's going to be a Good Friday for football because we're going to be having both semifinals of this year's tournament played on that night. We're getting ready for, like we said, Dinsley Avenue to take on defending champions CANEFARM 2. CANEFARM just taking a few minutes to say a word of prayer before they take the field. We already have Dinsley Avenue warming up on the field in their pink and black strips. And, this game figures to be very important. Dinsley Avenue didn't have the greatest we were saying the Dinsley Avenue team didn't have the best starts to the tournament, but finished well with a win, which vaulted them into the quarterfinal positions. And they finished 4th, actually finished 3rd in Group A. And they're taking on the 2nd place team, and like we said earlier, the defending champions, CANEFARM 2, who has had quite a bit of a very interesting tournament so far. They lost one, they had drawn another one, and they won 3 of their matches. And all 3 matches were very composed, and they looked all the part of the defending champions. Will they look the part tonight in this 4th and final quarterfinal game? They have some very interesting players. It's going to be an interesting game, to say the least. And the winner of this game, as I suspect the players of this game would have been here a little earlier to see the outcome of the first game of the night, the 3rd quarterfinal game, and so they could prepare their minds for who their challenger would have been in the semifinals. And that challenger might very well be the most worthy of all, the undefeated Dinsley Village. They're off somewhere celebrating, as we see the CANEFARM 2 team led by Andrew Warwick onto the field. And they are in their green and purple strips. And we see such players like Chrislyn Best out there in the back, Shane Kirk, and, Kyle Cowie. And on the other side, defending the goal to the right of your screens in the pink, Dinsley Avenue, and they have the ball first, and there goes the whistle to start this game. This ball is being played inside to Hall, Jay Booster, and this ball is controlled and played out. Ball comes off of maybe the most notable of players in the tournament. The chairman of the Tunapuna Piarco Regional Corporation, Sir Josiah Austin, just had that touch there, knocking it back to the path of Anthony Hall. You see Shane Kirk just allowed that ball to go out, so they kind of reset and regroup. He plays it to Cowie. Cowie plays it up the field, but just not in the right place. And Austin plays that left foot shot, and the first real shot coming in from Josiah Austin. Didn't threaten the goal, but it was an intent. This game starts with not the intensity that the first game started with, but see, again, intent here. See the number 14 for the CANEFARM team just loosens it out. And that ball from Hall just played behind Austin here on the left side. You see Shane Cook, yes, looking to toss that ball in. Cowie plays it forward to Warwick. Warwick, who has scored, not just scored in this tournament, but scored very critical goals and very exciting goals. As you see, Cowie trying to get the better, and the ball coming off. Crystal and Best, a shot coming in there from Anthony Hall. The ball almost into the part of Austin, but getting that ball, trying to get that ball to Warwick was Cook. He's composing himself there in the defense. Just getting that ball out and forward. Mitchell plays that ball forward, but not to anyone in particular. Maybe the intent to play that ball was to play Brewster. But the throw illegally taken. And now it's a Dinsley Avenue throw to be taken by Austin to Brewster. Brewster has the control of that ball, looking to hand it to Austin, and Austin looking to square it up, and he does. Scrumptious ball there, but Brewster could not get to that. And it's a throw to CANEFARM 2. We see Cowie taking it quickly. He gets it back and plays it inside. So he gets that ball to Charles, but Charles could only knock it off a Dinsley player for a corner. We see Warwick to get that ball. Cowie plays it into touch. The Dinsley throw. See Nikolai Williams spinning that ball to Hall. Hall tried to get that ball to Austin, but a little too far forward for Austin's liking. So he gets that ball playing to Cowie. And Cowie plays it all the way across the field. But Charles just couldn't get to that ball. See Brewster. Yes, Hall. Hall, who has maybe one of maybe a couple of players like Cohen Ramkisoon of the Roland Gardens team, who has had very good play in the tournament just without success. The ball is played to Cook. Cook looking to knock it back. That ball is played forward to Warwick, but too far forward for Warwick. It's a goal kick. See Samuel Lewis factoring into the game. See Cy Austin just trying to get that ball to Hall. And Hall looking to get the space and trying to get it to Austin, and Austin gets that in, but Brewster just couldn't get the shot off. And in the end, Charles just puts it over into touch. And Dinsley looking to get things started. And here comes Brewster. And Brewster plays it down, but doesn't play it down into the goal, but just down into the ground. But it does come off a CANEFARM player, and it's a corner for Dinsley. It's going to be taken, looks like it's going to be taken long, but it was cut out and it goes for a throw. And the pass from Brewster to Austin just couldn't link up. So Lewis plays that Warwick. Warwick just to get to Charles, and Charles shoots, but too high. So the shots are coming in. None of them on target just yet. It's not exactly a cagey beginning. However, it is indeed a cautious beginning, and that sort of a dangerous play there, but we see the referee allowing the play there. Austin, so letting them know where that ball should have gone. The ball's played up to the number 14, Charles, and Charles to Lewis. Lewis tries to get that ball to the middle of the field, plays it forward. Almost a shot, but Hall gets it, and Hall knocks it off to Brewster. Brewster looking for the shot, but Austin gets it, and Mitchell strikes it. So Colin Mitchell striking that ball, just played. It's getting between the goal and the ball is one of the CANEFARM players, as we see Charles trying to spring Warwick into action, but couldn't be done. Here comes Hall playing that ball to Austin. Austin plays it back to Mitchell, but nothing doing. And we see two high boots, the higher of the boots, going to Austin. Cowie wins a free kick for CANEFARM. He finds his way a little further than he usually plays. He tries to get it to Warwick, and that ball is off the hands of Brewster. And we see the assistant referee looking to see where that infringement was committed. And he's saying a penalty. It is a penalty for CANEFARM, and we have a second penalty for the night. It's the third penalty for the quarterfinals. And standing over this is the man who has already converted from the spot earlier in the tournament, Andrew Warwick. And Warwick is trying to compose himself, trying to compose his team in the midst of the melee. And as we've seen, all the penalty shouts have been very controversial, as they usually are in all forms of football. But Andrew Warwick, he gets the whistle, and he plays it, and he misses. He actually scores. And maybe the testing of the net prior to the game didn't fail, but Andrew Warwick puts that ball in the back of the net, which gives CANEFARM 2 a 1-0 lead in this 8th minute of this fourth quarterfinal. And Warwick trying to get a ball straight through to Charles. He just couldn't get it, but here comes Lewis. Lewis finds Charles. Charles looking for, maybe looking for Lewis again. Lewis does get it, but his return pass, much to be desired. Goes into touch for a Dinsley Avenue throw-in. Dinsley Avenue getting another throw. The ball comes in to Hall. Hall probably just can't believe his luck with all the good football he's played. He has it again, looking to turn. And he does turn, try to get that ball to Brewster. It seems as though the two dreadlock players might very well be the men to look at. You see a foul committed there by Shane Kirk on Colin Mitchell. You see Brewster to play that and plays it to the middle. Austin just couldn't get to that ball. And here comes Raymond, who's on the field, and Warwick tried to just dig his player, but well defended there by Hall. And Hall comes away with it, plays it over to the right, and then plays it forward to Brewster and Mitchell. And the ball is still in play. The Disney players just switched off for a minute. The ball is still in play, but fortunately, Andrew and Warwick couldn't make much of that. And we do play in one more time. See Mitchell gets that ball, but he loses out to Warwick and gets it back. Here comes Brewster. Brewster being hassled by two CANEFARM players, cleared away by Cowie. Here comes Hall, one more time for the Dinsley team, but he loses that ball going out for a throw-in. Austin playing it back to Nikolai Williams, playing it back to Austin, cross the field to Hall. The ball goes to Austin again and plays it forward. And we're seeing ball pinging around when calling for handball, not given, but it's a foul on Colin Mitchell, and we see some join between Mitchell and Cowie after that foul there. Cowie won the ball. See Mitchell and Cowie just have to be separated there for a little bit, but peace has prevailed. You see Shane Cook getting that ball, trying to get it to Warwick, but Hall wins it and try to play it forward. Shot coming in there from Hall, but standing in the way is a CANEFARM player. As you see 2 balls on the field, and that throw-in has to be retaken. The ball goes to Hall. Hall controls, looking for space and tries a shot, but high and wide. And it's a goal kick to the CANEFARM players. So you see Tevin Benjamin on the field for the CANEFARM team. You see Raymond making his way onto the field as well. He does win it back. Plays to Mitchell. Mitchell plays that ball in the path of Charles, but Charles trying to get a quick shot, scoops it, and he scoops it over the enclosure. That ball goes for a Dinsley Avenue goal kick. Here comes Hall. Hall trying to get it to Benjamin. Benjamin gets to Brewster. Brewster gets it in the middle and puts it home. And we do have a game. Brewster found his way and slips that ball through a forest of legs, and the score tied at 1, courtesy of a shot from Claire Brewster here in the 13th minute. So the game is well and truly on, with Dinsley Avenue equalizing in the 13th minute. This ball comes forward. Hall one more time. Plays that ball forward to Jordan. Ball's played back to Jordan. Jordan has it and tries to go forward. Falls in the path of Brewster. And it was just banged off of Brewster's legs. Shane Cook has it. He tosses it in to Cowie. Cowie almost loses it. That ball is pushed across the field. See Charles picking it up. Cowie playing it forward. And trying to find Warwick. The body language of the CANEFARM team a little bit off since that goal. As we see a throw-in, one there by Dinsley Avenue. Coming off a Dinsley Avenue player. Another Dinsley Avenue player just loses out again. Cook, shot coming in, but it's an errant shot. Just went awry and gets it back. Is Benjamin trying to play that ball across the field to one of his teammates, but the ball was played back across to the near side. And here comes Raymond tossing it to Warwick. Warwick loses out. Raymond trying to win it back, but here comes Benjamin. Benjamin loses it, and Raymond trying to get that ball to, it might have been Charles, but it might have better been served to play that ball to Warwick, who was in space and a little bit closer to him. And this ball is played dangerously in front of the Dinsley goal. See Warwick playing, and a lot of quick passes there from the CANEFARM players. Foul there. Very dramatic foul there from Flanders. Player still on the ground. He picks himself up, and that ball eventually rolls over the end line for a goal kick for the CANEFARM team. It has been interesting to say the least. Here comes Bess. Plays that ball forward. And again, CANEFARM tries to win that ball. Here comes Charles to Warwick. Warwick back to Charles, but Charles, ball coming off on the Dinsley player. Warwick trying to get that ball forward. He just plays it off. Brewster, the goal scorer, and goes into touch. So you see Warwick trying to play that ball to Flanders. Flanders plays it back to him, but goes out of play. Here comes. That is the end of the first half. And what an interesting first half it was. A penalty won by the CANEFARM 2 team. And then equalizing just 2 minutes before the half. Brewster for the Dinsley Avenue team. So at halftime, Dinsley Avenue 1, CANEFARM 2 1. We'll be back for the second half. You are at the Montague Recreation Ground, M&ETV in the Trincity Community Football Cup. So we're getting ready for the second half of this final quarterfinals. 3 teams have already booked their spot into the semifinals. Last night we had wins from Delamere Avenue and Bolio Avenue, and they will face each other in the semifinal on Friday. And we've already have Dinsley Village awaiting the winner of this game. It's going to be taking place also on Friday. Check us out on M&ETV. You could also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Gonna get these matches as they happen. So we're just moments away from the second half, and in the event that these games are tied at the end of regulation time, we will have sudden death penalty kicks to separate the teams. The drama of the penalty shootout is something that has eluded us here in the tournament for 3 games of knockout football. maybe tonight in this game be the first. And here comes CANEFARM on the touch, the first in this second half, and this ball was just tamely played into touch. So Dinsley trying to play that ball forward. And Cook trying to run, haul off the ball. Actually Brewster, shot coming in there, and it just goes behind for a goal kick for CANEFARM 2. Chrislyn Best is playing that ball forward and is not having the best of games, it seems, but he's a very composed individual, and he's still in the back there. You see Shane Cook just giving that ball away to Brewster, the goal scorer for the Dinsley team, playing it back, which is played into the path of another Dinsley player. And it seems as though the CANEFARM team, the defending champions, is being a little bit rattled in these early goings in the second half. That ball just played long for a goal kick for the CANEFARM team, which they have to retake as the ball wasn't settled. It should go all the way back. Lewis just plays it back for Cowie, who spots it. He's going to play that ball forward. That ball comes off Hall, who might have been a little too close. But again, it's going to be spotted for a goal kick. Cowie just plays that ball to Lewis. Lewis plays that ball to Warwick, who tries to turn the ball in the air, but unsuccessfully so. And that rolls into a position for a goal kick for the Dinsley team, which is played forward, and it's won by CANEFARM, just given away yet again. As we see, Clancy Burns makes his way onto the field to begin the second half. You see Brewster just getting a chest onto that ball, but couldn't get around Cook, Shane Cook, who's going to be taking this goal kick for CANEFARM 2. Plays it long, it comes off a Dinsley player. Warwick tried to play that ball in the middle for Lewis, but couldn't get it done. And then played all the way to the end. CANEFARM wins another goal kick. Comes Best to play that ball, trying to get that ball to Burns, but he couldn't take control, and it rolls past everything. And it's trading goal kicks here. Anthony Hall bucks that trend to get that ball forward. Here comes Cook, cuts out that pass, puts it into touch. Here comes Stephen Benjamin playing that ball. Lewis looking to get that ball forward, but run off the ball by Brewster. Here comes Benjamin, turns, plays it in the middle. Brewster, the ball just running away from him, but try to put it in front, and that ball, a strike comes in, a beautiful strike on target, but again, Best up to the task. See Joshua Rondon taking that shot, almost putting Dinsley in front, but yeah, that ball comes dangerously close across the face of the goal. Coming across again from Samuel Lewis. Lewis trying to play that ball forward again, and a little too far forward for Warwick. Warwick being very, very active, a little too active there. Yeah, Cowie just trying to play that ball forward and heading the ball forward, but played away, coming off the head of Cowie, goes behind the CANEFARM goal for a Dinsley corner. See Benjamin trying to find Rondon, couldn't find him. They get a throw in. Here comes Warwick, gets that ball to Burns. Burns just couldn't hold on to it. Might have been a better serve, just trying to strike it the first time. The ball coming off, and that was really bad communication there from their number 11, Anthony Hall. Ball ricocheting off one of the players for a corner, which was quickly taken, and here comes Dinsley one more time. This is Benjamin trying to thread that ball through, and he does get it through, and he tried to beat, does beat Christian Best and Tevin Benjamin has put Dinsley Avenue ahead in this game after they have come from 1 goal down, and 20 minutes into the game, 10 minutes remaining, and the defending champions are looking like they may be out. They're playing from behind. They still have 10 minutes. But it's now Dinsley Avenue 2, CANEFARM 2-1. And the scorer of the CANEFARM goal, Andrew Warwick. He can weave his magic, but he gets that ball to Burns. And Burns just trying to see if he can get that ball forward. But here comes Brewster. Brewster who started the scoring for Dinsley. The ball comes for Benjamin, and Benjamin just sends that ball across the field. It's a throw-in. Here comes CANEFARM controlling that ball. Here comes Brewster one more time, and Brewster gets it on target. But Best keeps it out, cleared away by Cowie. See that ball thrown in there. Anthony Hall plays it to Brewster. Brewster looking for the shot, and just puts that ball behind Rondon, Joshua Rondon. And the throw comes in one more time. Can the defending champions mount an attack that could equalize this game? But they give it away. And that ball is, it sends, Cowie sends Benjamin wide. As that ball comes in, plays. And a shot comes in from Burns, but not threatening the Dinsley goal, and Dinsley tries to come forward one more time. Here comes Burns. Burns to Cowie. Cowie just plays it off Benjamin, and it goes for a throw-in. CANEFARM, they're going to be throwing this ball in, but they lose out. And Hall making his way upfield, looking for another pink shirt. Stearns, and the ball comes off. That's some nifty footwork, but he takes it out of play, and it's a throw-in. Actually, it's a throw-in for his team. Benjamin takes it, plays it into the middle. Rondon rather gets it, plays it, and he plays it forward, and Best allows that ball to just go behind for a goal kick. As he comes off, play for a corner actually, and that corner came in very, very quickly, and we see Cook looking to take that throw, but standing on the field when he took it. And Dinsley benefiting from a lack of concentration from the CANEFARM players who playing from behind, something that they are unaccustomed with. Here comes Warwick. Warwick just finds himself possession of that ball. Cook plays it towards Burns. Burns back to Cook. Cook plays that ball forward. It was trying to be cleared away. Benjamin gets it. Cook wins it. Keeps it for CANEFARM, but it's a whistle, and the whistle is for a free kick for Dinsley, which is played quickly and played off a CANEFARM player for a throw-in on the far side. Dinsley trying to get that ball forward. Anthony Hall plays it forward. Just a little too high for Brewster. Christian Best retrieves that ball and play that ball to Cowie. Cowie tried to get it forward, but he could only get it to Rondon. Another piece of suspect defending by the defending champions, who might be seeing the opportunity for them to defend their title successfully slipping away. Here comes Warwick, playing that ball across the field to Cowie. Cowie has it, plays it to Flanders. Flanders get that ball forward to Charles, and Charles could not get much on that. It is a throw-in to the Dinsley Avenue team to be taken by Joshua Rondon. And they do save it. the end line, and Warwick trying to salvage something from a broken play there. They do get it back. The ball's played forward, and Flanders not getting much on that ball. The ball is air ball now. Let's see, they come again. Andy Charles. Let's allow that ball to go out of play for through for the Dinsley team. Cowie wins it. So it looks as though it's an all-out attack. But here comes Brewster. Brewster trying to turn. Brewster does turn. Tries to get that ball across to Rondon. Again, bringing forward. Warwick a little too far forward for that pass. And that ball comes off Cowie for a corner for the Dinsley team. And we see some desperation in the play for the CANEFARM. Just a few minutes remaining as we see Dinsley plays that ball forward again. And here comes Cowie playing that ball to Flanders. Back to Cowie. To Flanders again. And they win it, but it's not the most convincing of plays. Flanders trying to play that ball forward, but doesn't get it to Cowie. Cowie just makes his way back to a defensive position. As Dinsley tried to throw that ball. It's a good thing that he was in that position, because here he come. Here he come one more time. And that ball was cleared away by Joshua Rondon. Keeps the score where it is. And again, CANEFARM loses it. And coming forward is Dinsley. And that ball almost tapped away, tapped into the goal by Khalil Ogist. But it was kept out. See the CANEFARM team going all out, and here they come again. They storm the field. That's Rondon. Salvage. A broken play. And it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in for the Dinsley team. The ball last come off CANEFARM player. Ball through long upfield. Flanders just puts that ball behind for another throw-in on the far side for the Dinsley team. Dinsley looking to just run out these next 2 minutes and book a spot into the semi-final with this 2-0 lead. But CANEFARM have something in them still. Maybe they do. That ball comes off Samuel Lewis. He's trying to retrieve that ball quickly. You see Andy Charles trying to just get that ball forward, but the ball put into touch by Brewster. Charles sending the ball forward. Hall finding Mitchell. These still have that ball. See, Ogist has that ball. Plays it to Hall. To Rondon. Rondon plays it forward. CANEFARM wins it back. So we see Cowie playing in a much more attacking position, more attacking than he has played in the tournament so far. See Warwick playing that ball forward and trying to find Cowie in the middle, but the ball comes off Dinsley player for a corner. So Warwick spots it and tries to get that ball inside, but at a very sharp angle. It's a goal kick signaled by the assistant referee. You see them spotting that ball, and Dinsley clearly not in a hurry to play that ball. Won by Cowie, trying to get that ball forward, but Warwick just could not control to turn to take that shot. He needed the one motion, just couldn't get it done. And here comes Samuel just playing that ball off of a Dinsley player. See Warwick trying to keep it in, and almost a shot coming in there from Cowie. And Cowie just can't believe his luck. Slams it into Hall. And it goes behind for a corner. See CANEFARM looking to take the corner quickly. Play to Cowie. To play to Lewis. And Lewis plays it across the field. And that ball goes into touch on the far side. And Lewis is still down. He's in some agony. And maybe the follow through. But he does get back up on his feet gingerly. This ball's played into the CANEFARM half. You see Best trying to play this ball quickly, but only plays it to a pink shirt, which is played back behind the CANEFARM goal. It's another goal kick. Just mere seconds to go, and we see Cowie just getting his head to that ball. And Mitchell just trying to make sure that the ball is not played in their half as Dinsley through O'Geese just didn't get anything on the direction of that shot. This was one again. It's Hall. CANEFARM trying everything. Desperation, maybe the final seconds. Ball coming off Lewis. Dinsley has that. They see their season slipping away, CANEFARM. And Dinsley looking to just throw it in. And that's the final whistle. And that's the end of the line for the 2024 champions, the CANEFARM 2 team. They, after going in front 1-0 go down 2-1 from the Dinsley Avenue squad. And this is as we make our way to just have a word with a couple of the players in this game. Stay with us. You are on M&ETV. It's the quarterfinals of the Trincity Community Football Cup 2025 here at the Montague Recreation Ground. So we have almost the entire team from the Dinsley Avenue squad who just pulled off the first come-from-behind win in the tournament, and it was a very important one because it was in the quarterfinals. Hilaire Brewster started the score for the guys, trailing 1-0 by a very controversial penalty. When that goal scored, I mean, you had to speak for everybody. You had to give the whole feeling of what transformation the team. You scored that goal.
It was just to turn up the tempo and get the team back in the game. We knew we would have won all along.
But you guys didn't have the best path towards the quarterfinals. So what make tonight's game a little different for you guys?
This was the turning point here because from here on out we're in the semi-finals and then in the final. So this was the turning point here, this game.
So Tevin Benjamin, who scored second goal in the game, right? When you guys scored that, everything changed for the entire game. It was, we know everything changed, but what specifically changed for the team when it is you scored?
Well, we know want to go on top. The Kylie beat 3-2, so it's just to get the winning goal.
But you guys were playing against the defending champions. Did that factor into your mindset of how it is you guys approach the game at all?
Not really, not really. Nah, not really.
You really afraid that? You don't even know who's there.
So this win sets up all Dinsley semi-final, Dinsley Village versus Dinsley Avenue. Is there anything that you all specifically have in mind that you think you all need to do, because those guys haven't lost a game in the tournament yet? Dinsley Avenue, congratulations. You guys in the semi-final. The CANEFARM 2 team. Andron, you guys, well, obviously, all penalties are usually controversial. You converted the penalty to opening scoring, something that you've done in the tournament earlier as well. But unfortunately for you guys didn't come out on top, and being the defending champions coming into the tournament, I know it's a disappointing way to go out in the first knockout game.
Agreed. Especially seeing that we took the lead early on. I think our team was very lackadaisical throughout the game. You would have seen that we was not composed at all. When it is you get one goal in this tournament, you need to at least settle the game and take your time now and control it, change your structure. And I think we didn't really, and they capitalize. I mean, the team has depth. They have a lot of players, and it worked against us because they started off with a slower pace team. Right, and then eventually end up with the faster guys on the field, right? And our team did not adjust at all. So that is something that we could have probably get about 4 if I would be. Well done to Dinsley. You know, I think last year they didn't come out, and I rooting for them. You understand? If they can beat 3, they can beat anybody.
So you guys, did you guys actually come into the game with any sort of specific strategy to play against this team? Because as you would have seen, because I'm pretty sure that you would have noticed that they didn't have the best path towards the quarterfinals. So did you guys have anything specific that you wanted to do that you guys didn't execute?
Honestly, I think my mindset into the game was that I know their capability. The team is not a team that has been scoring at all. They don't really score goals. But tonight, clearly, you could have seen that the opportunity that was created, they could have comfortably, you understand, embarrassed us. All right, and we didn't even really have much attack. We ended up very much defensive and always chasing the ball. So, kudos to them.
Back to the drawing board?
Yeah, back to the drawing board. It's good to see that it might have somebody new to lift the trophy. All right, that's just how it is. Right?
A very classy, Andron Warwick. Good luck in the future.
Thanks much.
So that brings us to the end of tonight's broadcast on M&ETV here from the Montague Recreation Ground in the Trincity Community Football Cup. We're going to be back here on Friday, Good Friday, for the 2 semi-finals that is going to feature Bolio Avenue versus Delamere Avenue in one semi-final, and the second one, an all Dinsley affair, Dinsley Village versus Dinsley Avenue. We want to wish you a good night from on behalf of the crew here at the M&ETV setup at the Montague Recreation. We say good night and goodbye and happy Easter.